Hello there, my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon White version, Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we took on the god of Pokemon, Arceus. In today's episode, we're gonna go ahead and make our way to Clay's gym.
Clay, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Getsis of Team Plasma. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care.
I don't need no thanks now. Your buddies were trying to steal some folks' Pokemon.
What's this? It seems as if there has been some misunderstanding. We only free Pokemon from wicked people.
Well, that sounds real nice if it's true. I may not talk purty, but at least I'm an honest man. You talk real nice, but what you're saying kinda sounds like lying. So tell me plain, what are you trying to say?
Team Plasma also has an interest in Driftveil City, and we have many more members beside those who are here.
Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not, but I reckon you've won this without a fight. Fine. Take 'em and get.
A decision worthy of a businessman called the Minor King. Your grasp of the situation is understanding. Well then, we will be taking our colleagues off your hands.
Getsis, thank you very much!
Don't worry, my fellow servant of the king. We are 2 of the 7 sages, are we not? Well then, everyone, I expect that we will meet again somewhere.
Sorry to let Team Plasma go after you tracked them down, fellas. Say, why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city anyway. Still, I can't help but think Getsis isn't just an ordinary person. I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. I really don't want to lose to that guy, Clay. And actually, I'm gonna win my gym badge in a flawless victory.
Okay, so with that, see you, Sharon. So today, guys, we are gonna be making our way inside of Driftveil City's Pokemon Gym, taking on its leader, Clay, the underground boss. So once again, thank you guys for your tips and your comments. Make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a like. I've actually been training up our Pokemon, as you guys will be able to see on screen. So I've trained pretty much all of them close to around level 30. Some are at level 29, but regardless of that, they've learned a couple new moves, and I think that our Pokemon are going to be very ready for this gym, and I'm excited. Now, we did end up, having a tough time against Arceus. I am actually pronouncing that right now, I believe. I feel like everybody has a different way of pronouncing Pokemon, but that's what we're going to go with. And, oh, look who it is.
I'm sure it was tough dealing with all that right after you arrived here, but now I'll just give you this.
We're gonna obtain the fresh water, but as I was saying, we had a tough time against the Pokegod last time. We lost Blaze, but thankfully we added Ganon. Now Ganon is caught up in levels, so I feel like we are still good to go. We still have a firefighting type, so it shouldn't be that much of a troublesome gym. I don't expect us to, get the craziest, randomest encounters just, out of nowhere. Who would have thought that in the cold storage unit we would have bumped into Arceus? It's just something that is so unexpected. Sometimes you just don't know what's coming up, so then when you actually see it, you're like, whoa, this is insane. It totally just blew my mind with, are you kidding me again? Okay, a Darkrai this time? What the fudge, game? I was just saying how random it is. And of course, we have to go up against another legendary, and it's a Darkrai. A Darkrai is so freaking strong, but you know what? We're not gonna mess around this time. Well, we weren't messing around last time. We were just having a really difficult time. I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock this Darkrai out as fast as I can. Oh boy, okay. Yep, this is definitely gonna be a much tougher battle than I expected. Who would have thought a Darkrai would just pop out here? See, this is what I keep noticing. That it's not even like the gym leaders or our rivals or those sorts of trainers that have the strongest Pokemon. It's these random people that are just chilling in the cold storage, in the gym, just hanging out, that have these legendaries that can absolutely destroy us. So it's so difficult. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out. As I said, I'm not trying to lose any more Pokemon. So let's just go ahead and send out our big boy Zoom. If they're going to use legendaries, we're going to use legendaries. So let's go ahead and send out Zoom. And Zoom, I want you to crush this Darkrai, okay? Do it for Blaze. Do it for all the Pokemon that we've lost to RNG, to crits. And let's just start knocking out some of these legendaries. Yeah, how do you guys like that? We actually have Dragon Breath now instead of Dragon Rage. So we have picked up a couple new moves, and I think Zoom is going to be even stronger than ever, and that's what I'm excited for. You know, that's what I realized. We're gonna really start using our legendary to our advantage because of the fact that everybody else seems to have legendaries randomly with them, and they're randomly popping out. So the fact that the game gave us Zoom, I think is for a good reason. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we use that. Let's keep this going, Zoom. Let's go for another little Dragon Rage. What do you guys say? And our Dragon Breath, as I was trying to say. And with that, the Whirlipede has gone down. So how do you like that, trainer with the DARKRAI? I hope you enjoyed that, Worker Felix. Worker Felix, I'm going to remember you because, you know, not everybody pulls a DARKRAI out. Now, I actually don't remember the puzzle of this gym too well. I just know that we have to make our way all the way to the bottom. So I just got to run around here and figure this out. And it's also good to get all this experience in battle. As I said, we're coming up very close on leveling up Daffy as well as Ganon. And even Bello if we could find a Leaf Stone. So if we can get those 3 evolved, I think we're going to be very, very good. I know that a lot of you guys have been telling me to evolve Hoo-Wah as well, so that's something that I'm going to be working on doing, and we'll take care of that soon. Let's go ahead and see what the fudge is going on here. Oh, okay. I can move around. I can figure this out. This isn't that difficult of a puzzle. You know, as I said to you guys, it's been a long time since I've played through Pokemon White, so it almost feels like, you know, playing. Have you guys ever done that where you just haven't played a game in a really long time, so then you play it again and it feels like it's brand new? And that's the feeling that I'm having with Pokemon White. It feels like it's a game that I just haven't played, you know, in like forever. So I'm having a really good experience with it. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I've been having a really good time with this Randomizer Nuzlocke, and I love reading all the comments and everything that you guys leave me. It's always, you know, such a fun part of all of this as well, to get to read what you guys tell me, to read your comments, and just have fun with it. You guys leave me a lot of really funny comments, so I always have a really good time, you know, listening to them and reading them and just, you know, talking to you guys, and that's what really makes it all worth it for me. So, you know, a little bit earlier, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you this because it looks like Daffy is about to absolutely crush this little guy. You know, I was thinking about some of my favorite animes as a kid and some of my favorite shows growing up as a kid. And the one show that I've mentioned to you guys that I always really loved as a kid was Dragon Ball Z. So now here's a little funny thing. I went to the market with my aunt the other day, and in the market, it's a big open area, and they just sell like fruit, produce, just a bunch of different stuff, but they also sell merchandise and little things like that. So we were just walking around there. We weren't even going there to buy merchandise. We were just going to pick up some food. And then I noticed that there was this little toy store, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. It was like a little toy stand. And I looked around and I saw that they had these like Dragon Ball Z figurines. And, you know, as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh my goodness, these are beautiful. They were selling them for really cheap too, so I was like, I gotta pick them up. So I ended up just buying a bunch of these little Dragon Ball Z figurines. I actually put up a picture of it on Instagram, and the link will be in the description to my Instagram if you guys want to check it out so you can see what they look like. And they're like these really little cool figurines, and I just love collecting those types of things. So as soon as I saw them, I was like, I have to get them. And I just went ahead and just, you know, collected a bunch of them. And I'm going to be taking them back home to Chicago and, you know, decorating my room with them and putting them all up. So I'm really excited about that. Whenever I find little things like that from my childhood, you just have to go ahead and, you know, get them. I've told you guys the story before of this one curl that always pops out in the middle of my head. And the reason behind that is because of Dragon Ball Z. Because when I was watching it here in El Salvador when I was a kid, I was probably like 5 or 6. You know, Gohan was the man back then. He was like whooping up Cell. You know, he was a total you know, bad boy. He was awesome. So I really like looked up to him. So he had this like big curl down the middle. So I would just sit there and like pull on my hair and pull that middle curl. And I did it for like hours on end. And I think somehow, I don't know if that's how it works, but the curl is still there to this day. And it's just something that's kind of become a part of me now. And I have this like big curl that always pops up. And it is so hard to comb back and just like hold back the little curl. So every time I have to just, you know, like make sure it's just like comb to the side and not popping down the middle of my forehead. And all of that derived from Dragon Ball Z. So I gotta tell you guys, my favorite character in that show, Gohan, up to the Cell Saga. After that, I don't know, we probably changed things up a little bit, but that was I was like, yeah, that dude is the man. and I really, really enjoy Dragon Ball Z. I still do to this day. I haven't been watching too much of Dragon Ball Super, which I know is like the new, big thing going on with Dragon Ball, and I'll have to tune into that. I watched a little bit of it, so I'm excited to just like sit down and be able to watch it through, Seeing a new story with all these old characters from your childhood is just something that's so much fun, and I love being able to do that. Now, let's see if we can figure out this puzzle, because I'm a little bit confused here. This is a little bit of a confusing puzzle because there are so many up and down elevators that you can take that let's just hope one of these takes me to the right area. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. That does not look like the right way. Where the heck am I supposed to be going? Okay, you know what? I do not know which one of these I am supposed to take. This happens sometimes, once in a while you're gonna get a little confused and you're not gonna know what the heck you're doing. I don't think we've battled this guy yet though, so we could definitely battle him. We can't cross over there. I'm pretty sure we have to get to where that girl is. So as long as we're headed, down there, we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and take this guy on. And as long as no more legendaries are popping out at us, I'll be a-okay, guys. We will actually manage to make our way through a gym. And that would be so nice if we would, not lose any more Pokemon. I am trying really hard in this Nuzlocke to not lose any, but the crits have not been in our favor. We've been having a really, really tough time with that. Whoa. As I was just speaking of a crit, we get critted again. I don't know what's up with this game, but it really has been enjoying critting us out lately. So we need to be very, very careful. Maybe it's because we got so lucky with our team that we really do have a super well-balanced team. Now, if we switched out Miss Piggy and put in Sejuani, we would have a complete duo-type team. And if you think about that, for a randomizer, that is some really, really great luck. So we're definitely going to have, some of that countering us in the game with some random crits and those type of things. Or at least that's how I like to think about it. I don't know how the game's going to work. I don't know how the mojo and the, all the sorts of stuff is going to work. But let's just hope that it's a little bit in our favor. Another cool thing is that Miss Piggy actually learned a bunch of new moves. I think Miss Piggy's the one that changed the most. So we have Confuse Ray, we have Rest, we have Snore, and we have, just an overall much stronger Miss Piggy, which I think will come in very handy because this is one of the Pokemon that we haven't had the chance to use too much, but we really haven't gone up against too many opponents that we can, just completely crush with our Psychic type. So hopefully, maybe in the next gym, who knows, maybe in this gym, Miss Piggy will come in clutch. That's one of the things that I want to do, is just kind of keep a good balance on our Pokemon and make sure that they all get a fair chance at, getting into the battles. Whoa, okay, we need to be careful here, though, because this Taurus is freaking me out a little bit. Now, we can go for the Rest. Yeah, let's go for the Rest. Taurus also went for Rest. Okay, so this is a battle of, who can sleep the most, who's gonna nap the best. Alright, Taurus, if that's what you want to do, that is what you want to do. But I gotta tell you guys, if we were gonna have a napping contest, I don't know, I probably wouldn't win. Sometimes I can sleep really well. Sometimes I have a really hard time falling asleep. So I guess I would probably not do too well during a sleeping competition. And let's go ahead and switch out just in case. You never know. We're going to go ahead and send out Zoom. And let's just crush this little Taurus so we can keep on going. I'm actually super excited to take on Clay and to see what kind of Pokemon he has. I think he's one of the cooler gym leaders. I love his accent. He just seems so down to earth and so, awesome that I'm really excited for it. I do love seeing all the gym leaders here in Pokemon White again. That does bring me back a lot of nostalgic feelings, and it just makes me really happy to be able to see, old friends, It's almost like friends that you haven't seen in months, maybe years, and then you see them again, and you guys just automatically click, I think everybody has those types of friends, where regardless of how long it's been since you've seen them, as soon as you hang out with them, it's just boom, day one, you guys are back at it, having a great time. And that's what it feels like to play through this game. So I'm really, really happy about that. Now, let me go ahead and try to figure out this puzzle. If I could just use my head for a second. Let's see. I do know we have to get to where that girl is. So what am I just being a little bit blonde here? Am I just having, oh my goodness, yeah, I just went back upstairs. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a ditzy moment. I need to pull it together and make sure that we get all the way down to where Clay is. Because if I remember, he's like really far underground. So one other thing I started thinking about is, who is sitting here building these gyms? Who are the architects and like the engineers who designed this place? Because if you look at it, there's a huge hole going into the ground. That is literally Clay's gym. Just a huge hole going down to the center of the earth. I don't know about you, but unless this hole was already naturally made, who the heck is sitting here like just destroying this area in Driftveil City and building Clay this insane gym? I don't know about you, but that's just one of my thoughts that I always have. I would love to meet, like, the Pokemon architect, the one who designs all these gyms. I bet that guy is having a great time constructing all these weird random places. Or maybe it's even the gym leaders that design it. You never know. Okay, so it looks like the last Pokemon we're gonna have to battle before Clay is a Solosis. So let's go ahead and take him on with Ganon. Ganon's really strong right now, so I'm pretty happy having Ganon up in front. Let's see how much this will do. Hopefully we can KO this thing. That did a pretty decent amount, and at least we sped up. Oh no, hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Okay, we're good. We're gonna go for one more flame charge, and we're looking good. So far, no Pokemon have been lost going into the gym battle, and that is what I am happy with, guys. As long as we don't lose any Pokemon, I am A-okay. Alright, so we defeated the clerk, and now we are able to take the elevator ride down. So this is definitely it. We figured out the puzzle, and look how far down this goes. If you seriously see this, look how far down this is, and it still keeps going. I suppose there are like fossils or something on the walls there too, so it has to be someone digging up this place. Look at this. Oh yeah, it's a mine. There you go. They created a mining place. So with that, guys, I'm going to heal up our Pokemon, and we're going to get ready to take on Clay. Alright, with that, let's talk to him and see what he has to say.
Well, I think it's about time to see for myself what it's about your skills that made a gym leader like Lisa take such a shine to you.
Here we go, Rodri versus Gym Leader Clay, Driftveil City's gym leader. So let's go ahead and take him on. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Clay has 3 Pokemon ready to go. He is going to open up with a Talo. Okay, so let's go ahead and take on a normal flying type. You know what, Ganon? You can do this. You got a little bit of that rollout. Oh, yeah, this is what I like. Whenever the gym leader spam that double team, we're going to, put a little punch into it. And the rollout should do a bunch of damage. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Wow, do all these guys have Endeavor? All right, let's go for another rollout. And with that, we are going to take down Clay's first Pokemon. All right, we're good to go. Level 29 on 29. We won that battle. Next up, who do we have? A Bidoof? What the fudge is going on here with Clay's Pokemon? These are some of the weirdest Pokemon to have. I mean, I gotta give you credit. Bidoof, I've used Bidoof before, and they can clutch it out. They can be very strong. All right, Daffy, what you got for us today? Let's see how much damage you're gonna do to this Bidoof. I don't think we're gonna do that much. Oh, mother fudger, this guy has Hyper Fang. Ooh, yeah, I am gonna switch out. Daffy, let's go ahead and get you out of here before we end up getting our starter critted out, because that seems to be what always happens to us. It always seems like I'll take that risk where we should survive, and then the crit just randomly happens. So I'm gonna, send our boy Hoo-Wah to dig and hopefully pack a good punch into this Bidoof. All right, Hoo-Wah, let's go for it. Hit a big move, hit a big hit. Come on. Oh, there we go. See, that is why I love Hoo-Wah, because he just packs a big punch. Last but not least is a Tropius. Okay, you know who we're going to send out against the Tropius? We're going to send out our boy Zoom. So let's go ahead and send out Zoom against the Tropius. And I think we're looking quite good, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a pretty good battle for us so far.
Giving up the easy way out.
Nah, Clay, we're gonna take you down, my man. We're gonna go for the ancient power. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. When battles go in our favor, I am so happy. Maybe the randomizer gave us a little bit of luck on our side for once after we ended up losing plays. So let's go for another Dragon Breath. Oh, that's very close to going down. You know what? Clay's gonna end up healing this Pokemon up, so let's just keep on packing punches. Our Ancient Power is doing a ton of damage, and there it is. Oh my goodness. I thought for a second, I was like, if we can land this Ancient Power, we're set, but you never know. Maybe we'll even get lucky and hit a crit. Nope, that doesn't really happen to us. We always hit the most unnecessary crits. One of you guys actually commented about the Rodri's laws of Pokemon, and I'm telling you, that was so funny because it was so true. We always hit crits when we don't need them. We get critted when they most need them, and it's just such a mess. With that, we got 37-20 for winning, and it looks like we've defeated Clay.
I see, but I sure don't like it. For such a youngin', you have an imposing battle style. I know you got people who can dig up your potential. Here, take this.
With that, we have obtained our 5th out of 8 badges here in the Unova region. 3 more to go. We are looking quite good in this adventure now, and only 3 more badges, guys. That's really, really awesome. We received the Quake badge from Clay.
So this is your 5th badge, huh? If that's so, Pokemon to level 60 will obey you. Also, I'll give you this TM. Well, that was the plan, but I just remembered there's something I want. Wait in front of the cave at the end of Route 6, would you?
Wait, what the fudge?
What's the problem? Go wait in the front of the cave at the end of Route 6.
Alright, so Clay is gonna hold out on that TM, but it looks like we have obtained our 5th badge. We didn't lose any Pokemon, so we are A-okay. We made our way through a gym, guys. We didn't get critted out, and we managed to take down the random legendary that always seems to pop out at us. This time it was a DARKRAI. So with that, it looks like we're done here in Clay's gym. Next time, we'll continue on our way to Route 6. We'll probably be catching a couple more Pokemon, so leave me some tips and comments on what's coming up. Make sure you guys give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.